Hi, I'm Blissfully Emma. Welcome back to my channel. It's great to see you all again. I do vegan health and lifestyle videos every Wednesday, so if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. So today I'm going to be listing my top 10 must-have vegan foods. So that's store cupboard staples that I can't be without. So some of these foods are foods I never even knew existed before I went vegan. So it's safe to say that eating a whole foods, plant-based diet has really broadened the scope of foods that I eat. And for me personally, I now eat much healthier because of it. So everyone's must-have vegan foods or store cupboard staples will be very different depending on what kind of vegan diet you eat. So for example, I try to eat as healthy as possible, so my store cupboard staples will be very different to someone who lives on takeaways and non-dairy ice cream. Ice cream. My home is also a gluten-free home after my husband, aka Goji Man, got ill and he cut gluten from his diet. So this means that to avoid cross-contamination and to support him, I try not to bring food home that contains gluten. Now before I get started, I just want to say that I've watched similar videos to this online, and each time they take you around the kitchen and they show you different food in different packaging, all sorts of different shapes and sizes, but I can't do that today, I'm afraid, because my kitchen is a bit of a mess. I'm just being honest. Not only that, but I'm due to go food shopping later, so the fridge is looking pretty bare. I have enough food to see me through to the end of the day, and that's it. One of my biggest pet hates is food wastage, so I only try to buy in what we actually need. But with the beauty of the internet, I can find lovely photos online of all the different kinds of food that I eat. So my top 10 vegan must-have foods are, drum roll please. Number 1 is oats. Now oats are one of the most filling and healthy foods around as they contain soluble fibre, and also cholesterol and blood pressure lowering beta-glucans. Now I eat oats nearly every day as they keep me fuller for longer. I often make porridge for breakfast, and I make flapjack a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot, because I just find it one of those really great snack foods that you can just eat at your desk or on the go, and you can make it really healthily instead of buying from a convenience store. Number 2, potatoes. Now potatoes contain high levels of vitamin A, which is very good for the immune system. They're also a good source of vitamin B6 and potassium. Now I love eating white potatoes and sweet potatoes that can be used to make the most simplest of dishes or the most complex. I make jacket potatoes served with beans and salad. I like to roast them in the oven with paprika. They taste great in curries, and I also boil them and just have them plain alongside veg. They're so versatile and so filling, you kind of feel like you're eating something naughty when you're actually eating something really healthy. And you can even make sweet potato brownies, but shh, don't tell anyone. Number 3, beans. Beans are a good source of protein, fibre and carbohydrates and are a great addition to any meal. Some of my favourites are black beans, kidney beans, cannellini beans, and let's not forget chickpeas. They're great in chilies, they're great as a side dish to any meal, and you can even use them to bind vegan burgers together. Believe me, I've tried. One of my all-time favourites though is using chickpeas to make hummus, and I could eat hummus every day. I make a great spicy hummus, which one day I'll show in one of my future videos. Number 4, lentils. Lentils are very filling and provide similar nutritional benefits to beans, so they're good for protein, carbs and fibre. Not only that, but they're also a good source of iron, potassium and B vitamins. They're great in soups and stews and can also be added to curries, chilies and salads. I love adding them to spaghetti bolognese. They thicken up that bolognese mixture and add a great texture. In the past I've also made a vegan shepherd's pie, which I love making, which one day I'll share with you in one of my future videos. Number 5, flaxseed. Flax seeds are super nutritious and full of fibre and omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are so important when it comes to healthy brain function, heart health and fighting inflammatory diseases. Flaxseed tastes great when it's stirred into porridge, smoothies and even on toast. I often make smoothie bowls at home and sprinkle the flaxseed on top. I also add them to my precious flapjacks. Flaxseed is also a great egg replacement. Just by mixing it with water, it forms a gel which you can use for baking. Number 6, bananas. Now I love eating fruit, but bananas are one of my favourites. Not only are they high in fibre, potassium and calcium, but you can eat them in many different ways and have many different uses in the kitchen. Bananas are a great addition to any lunchbox and are an ideal snack for work. And at work I find they're a great 11 o'clock snack. They fill me up just enough just to see me through till lunch. I also use bananas as an egg replacement in flapjack. I really need to stop talking about flapjack. Sorry guys. So let me see, how else do I eat bananas? Let me think. I chop them up and put them on my smoothie bowls. I put them in my smoothies. I chop them up and put them on porridge. The opportunities are endless. I mean, you can even make ice cream with them by freezing them and putting them in a blender. How amazing is that? Number 7, quinoa. Quinoa is high in protein, iron and potassium. Now, I love quinoa and I have a little bit of a reputation where I work and amongst my friends for always eating it. I seem to make a range of different things out of it because it's just one of those foods that just goes so far. I mean, 1 cup makes a hell of a lot of food and it's just a great choice of food to eat. It's great for salads and on top of potatoes. I even made a red pepper and quinoa salad in this What I Eat in a Day video, so be sure to check it out. I mean, I've even known people add it into their breakfast. I mean, I'm not that far gone yet, but I'm getting there. Number 8, nuts. Nuts are a good source of selenium, magnesium, protein, fibre and many other nutrients. They also contain healthy fats, which are good at managing inflammation within the body and regulating hormones. Some of my favourite nuts include walnuts, Brazil nuts, cashews and almonds. They're great with your morning smoothie or mixed into porridge. They also taste great in granola bars and you can add them to salads. I always have at least 1 nut butter in my house. My favourites are peanut butter and almond butter. I either make them myself or I buy a brand that contains only the nuts, so no hidden nasties. Nut butters are great with your porridge at breakfast or as a snack with an apple. Number 9, brown rice. Brown rice is a great wholesome food and is a good source of fibre, iron and zinc. I quite often eat rice alongside chilli and curries, but you can also add it to salads and stir fries. And you can even use it in puddings. What's with that? Yeah, I forgot about rice pudding. Last but not least, number 10, leafy greens. I always try to make sure the kitchen is stocked with kale, spinach, salad leaves and broccoli. These are some of my favourites. Kale is high in iron and packed with antioxidants, and spinach and broccoli are a good source of protein. And this is only scratching the surface of how nutritious these foods are because they are nutritional powerhouses. I eat them throughout the day, mixed into quinoa or rice salads, even with beans and potatoes. I even mix them into smoothies. I mean, who would have thought broccoli would taste good at breakfast? Mixed with berries and banana, of course. My husband's also started growing kale and salad leaves in the back garden, so we've got quick access to these really healthy foods. So that was the top 10, but I'm going to cheat and give you 1 more. Another key vegan must-have food is sea vegetables. The main reason being because they're packed full of iodine. And iodine is really important for thyroid function, which in turn affects the function of your entire body. Eating sea vegetables is something that's often forgotten, missed or overlooked, which is why I wanted to bring it up at the end of this video. Now that's the end of my list, but it's only a very short list. It only touches the surface of the foods that I eat regularly. I also always have a good selection of fruit and vegetables on hand every day. Tahini, plant-based milk, frozen fruit, nutritional yeast, seasoning, lemons, seeds, and let's not forget chopped tomatoes. All these foods help with day-to-day cooking and smoothie making. I also use powders that pack a punch like chlorella, cacao, spirulina, maca. All of this added together will hopefully mean I get a good level of nutrition from the food I eat. So that's it from me. It would be great to hear what your must-have vegan foods are in the comments below. And if you like this video and would like to see more, please hit subscribe. Bye bye for now. See you next time.